ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, canto 10, chapter 54, verse number 23. So in the previous class we studied how Krishna
Babaji, there is no sound.
Hi, Janava.
There is no sound.
On.
You have sound now?
Yes, all good.
Okay, so we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, canto 10, chapter 54, verse number 23. The previous class we studied how Krishna, he kidnapped Rukmini, and then all the great heroes came fighting. So they were all chased away by Balram and Gada. And then Rukmi, the eldest of the brothers, he took a vow that he will not come back without returning his sister. So then he ran behind Krishna, that's what we studied. And he said that today I will demolish the pride of this Gopal. So now this is Sukdev Goswami speaking, although it is not stated, but it's a statement. Vikathamanaha kumatir Iswarasya pramanavit Rathenaikena Govindam Tishta Tishthaiti Ahvayat. So in this way, boasting about himself, that foolish person who did not know the prowess of Sri Krishna, pramanavit, so he ran with one chariot alone. There were other people with him. He says, no, you stay back. I can handle him myself. He was so proud. So Rathena ekena Govindam Tishta Tishtayati Avayat. And then Krishna was not bothering about him. So when he came, he was running behind Krishna, and then Krishna should stop to fight with him. In the meantime, he has also bypassed Balram, because Balram and Gada, they were fighting. So he bypassed all of them and came right behind Krishna. So there was a breach of security, right? Because Krishna should be protected. How is that this guy came right behind him? So because all these people, they left, so they got relaxed. They thought that now all the kings have gone back, so there is no danger. But then Rukmi, he sneaked in. And Krishna did not bother about him, so therefore he is saying, Tishtha, Tishtha, iti avayat. Stop, stop. In this way he was shouting. Krishna heard it, but still he did not bother. He says, let him be irritated. This is how you want to increase the valor of the enemy. So he gets more angry. So then he did not stop, so then he's shouting. And Dhanur Vikrishya Sudridham Jagnai Krishnam Tribhihi Sarai Aha Chatra Kshanam Tishtha Yadunam Kulpanshana. So then he pulled out his bow and shot 3 arrows at Krishna. Straight. And then he said, wait, you disgrace of the Yadavas. Why are you running away? So he's shooting arrows and he's also shouting. So Kulasya Pamsu Karnat Kul Pamsana. So one who makes one's family, Pamsu means dust. So one who makes dust out of one's family's honor, means who mixes the honor of one's family into dust. That person is called Kula Pamsana. So that's what he's calling Krishna, that you are just a disgrace to your family. So you better stop. So Paksha He Yadukula Palaka. So he gives another meaning to Kula Pamsana as one who is a protector of Yadukula. He Amsana, He Ripu Ghatina. So he's making a Sandhi Vichcheda in Kula Pamsana. It could be Kulapa and Amsana. So Kulapa means one who protects the Kula. Kulam Palayati, Kulam Pati, Tikulpa. And Pamsana, there is no more Pamsana, now it is Amsana. So Amsana means one who kills the enemies. So Amsam Samaghate, one who kills. So then he's telling him that stop, why are you running away like this? So, Are Kshanam Bharati Pakshe Are Sighram Kshanam Yatra Tatra Syat. So, there is no Are here, and this Are is there somewhere. It looks like he had. So, Kutra Yasi Swasaram Me Mushitva Dhvankshvad Havihi Harishyad Madam Manda Mainah Kuta Yodhana. He says, maybe instead of Kutra it was Are Yasi Swasaram Me, because he is commenting on Are. So he says, where are you going, stealing my sister? Just like a crow who steals the havi from the yajna. So people are performing yajna, some havi is kept there for offering into the fire. Crow comes, snatches it away and flies off. He says, you are just like that crow. And Harishyadde Madam Manda, you dull head, who is very good at cheating in the battle by his maya. Today I will take away your pride. So he says, Are Kshanam Bharti Pakshe Are Sighram Ikshanam Yatra Tat Syat Tatha Tishtha. So it takes the Are means also quick. He says, stay, I want to see you, I want to have your darshan, why are you running away? And that is the meaning he is taking. And Harishya Madam, he already gave another meaning, that I am coming so that you can remove my pride. And that's the meaning. Because I am just a showcase fighter. So you can easily defeat me. Yavan me hato banai shaitha muncha darikam smayan krishno dhanuschitva shadbhir vivyadha rukminam. Then he says that before you sleep by being killed by my arrows, leave my sister, leave this girl, otherwise I am going to kill you. So yavan me hato bani shaitha, you will sleep permanently being hit by my arrows, therefore muncha darikam. So darika means like a girl, small girl, says release her. So when Krishna heard this, he says, oh really? Is it so? So he says, Mayan Krishna dhanuschitva sadbhir vivyadha rukminam. So Krishna took out his bow, and first thing he did that he cut his bow into two pieces. And then he hit him with 6 arrows. He says, this is what you want to see this? So before he could even see what was going on, his bow was cut into pieces and he got hit by Sadbhir Vivyadha Rukminam. So he got 6 arrows, 2 top, 2 middle, 2 down. And not only that much, Ashtabhis Chatro Vahan Dvabhyam Sutam Dhvajam Trivi Sachanyad Dhanuradaya Krishnam Vivyadha Panchavi. Then Krishna shot 8 arrows, 2 each for the 4 horses. So the 4 horses got 8 arrows. 2 the driver. Driver also got 2. And the flag got 3. So means the top part was cut off in the middle and the bottom. Because cutting somebody's flag means he is already finished. Just like how flag is respected, country's flag. So king's flag was an honor. So Krishna cut that into 3 pieces by hitting 3. So Sutam Dvajam Tribhi. So yavan me banair hata san sangrame ne shaitha tavad darikam muncha. He says, until you sleep or before you sleep, being hit by my arrows, you please return my. There was no please actually. Return my sister. Then this is one meaning. Second meaning he gives here. He says, Yavaditi eva arthe me banistvam ahata eva ato darikam na munche. So since you are not hit by my arrows, so don't give up my sister. That is another meaning. So yavan na me hato bani. So me hato, you have to know a little bit Sanskrit sandhi. It can be me ahato, because I is dropped. And na muncha darikam, or shaitha muncha, so it can be shaitha amuncha. So don't give up my sister, you should marry her. That's another meaning. So little bit sandhi is okay. The trick of the sandhi. Me banis tu tvam ahata eva. You are not hit by my arrows, therefore don't give up my sister. Yavat tavancha sakalle avadho mane avdharana ityamara. So yavat tavat is used in sakalle or avad. Avadhi means limit. Yavat karsne avdharana iti medani. So yavat is also used in the sense of avdharana. Avdharana means definite, certainly. That certainly you are not hit by my arrows. Therefore, just don't give up my sister. Nanu darikayamam kim prayojanam. So now Krishna says, what do I have to do with your sister? Why shall I not release her? So he says, you sleep in her saitha. Saitha aniyasa pushpa sayyayamiti. Sesi lajya nokta. So you should sleep with her on flower bed, but out of what you call modesty, he did not say the whole thing. He only said Shaitha. So this is the other meaning. So these are all Sanskrit gymnastics. So he was also not giving up so easily. He took another bow. His one bow was cut. So quickly he took another bow. Sachanyat dhanuradaya Krishnam vivyada panchmi. And then he shot 5 arrows on Krishna. Straight. Taistadita saroghestu chicheda dhanurachyutaha punarana api upadatte tadapi achinnad avyayaha. So being hit by the 5 arrows one after another, then Krishna cut that bow also. It needs a lot of expertise to cut the bow of another enemy, because he is shooting arrows, he is going to cut your arrow also. So before he could do anything, he cut his. So then he took another bow, and Krishna cut that also. So he cut 3 bows, one after another. So now he realized that it is useless like this, so he started using other weapons. Parigham patrisham shulam charma sau shakti tomaro yad yad ayudham adatte tat tat sarvo shochinadhari. So he took parigha. Parigha is like a club. Patisha, shula is trident. Charma is the sword and shield. And Shakti is also type of weapons, type of arrow. Tomar is type of sword. So he tried various types of weapons. And yad yad ayudham adatte tat tat sarvam soachinad hari. Whatever weapon he took, then Krishna cut all of them. So he will take, before he could do anything, it was cut into pieces. He will take another one, cut into pieces. So this was a very interesting fight. There is no comment on this. So then what he did, he was a brave man. Tato rathad auplutya khadgapanir jighamsaya Krishnam abhyadravan krudha patangaiva pavakam. So then he jumped from his chariot holding a sword in his hand with a wish to kill Krishna. This needs a lot of bravery. When all his bows are getting cut one after another, all his weapons are getting cut one after another, still he is jumping. And then he attacked Krishna. He came running with his sword to him, Krishna Abhyadravat, and he was very angry. So this is what anger does. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. So from anger, you get bewildered. Then you don't see whether it is proper or not proper. If he was thinking correctly, he would think, well, I'm getting into dangerous situation. As you say, it's just like the firefly runs into the fire. So it's going for his own offering on yajna. So that's how he was running. It's like Krishna in 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. All these heroes were running into his mouth, like same patangaiva pavakam, and they were getting crushed under his teeth. Tasya chapa tataha khadgam tilashas charma che shubhihi Chitva simadade tigmam Rukminam hantu mudyata. So when he saw that the person is ready to hit him with his sword, then Krishna, what he did, that he cut it off. Charmachay ishubhi chitva. So Krishna cut his sword and also his shield, both. Now he is weaponless, because he jumped out of the chariot. So he is standing there empty hand, his sword is gone, cut one is remaining. Cannot do much with that. And also his shield. And then Krishna himself took a sword. So what is Krishna's sword's name? Nandaka. So he took Nandaka. Nandaka means Nandam, Anandam, one who removes your happiness or one who gives happiness. So he took Nandaka's sword, which was very sharp, Tigmam, and he was ready to kill Rukmi. So at that time, this is an important sloka, because Vishwanath Chakravarti will comment on this and gives a very important message also. So drishtva bhratri vadhodyogam Rukmini bhaya vibhala patitva padiyor bhartur uvacha karunam sati. So when Rukmini ji, she saw that Krishna was ready to kill her brother, so became very agitated out of fear, bhaya vibhala. And she fell at the feet of her husband, Krishna, and spoke in a very compassionate manner to him. So this is what she did. So Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Bhaginyaha purta eva bhraturvadho abhut iti shrutva loka mam kim vadishyanti iti bhaya vibhala natu sneha vibhala. So what was her thinking? he is analyzing the psychology of Rukmini Devi. The Rukmini Devi thought that people will say, oh, look at Rukmini, right in front of her, his brother was killed. So what kind of sister is she? Therefore she was fearing this kind of talk from people. And that's why the word bhaya vivala is used. Means her anxiety was from this fear of people criticizing her. And not sneha vivala. She was not anxious out of affection, but out of fear of loka maryada, or what people will say. Ata asam purasubhruvam loka dharma apeksha sahita eva samanjasa prema. So therefore he says that the love of Rukmini, and since she is the chief of the queens, also of other ladies of the city, means of Dwarka, means all other queens of Krishna, which will come in future. So they say that their prema is loka dharma apeksha sahita. Their prema has the upadhi of loka dharma. Means they love Krishna within the bounds of the lokachar or loka dharma. Means they don't transgress, they don't do something which will bring criticism to them from people. Therefore their prema is called samanjasa prema. You know the three types: sadharani, samanjasa and samartha. So this is what samanjasa, the word samanjasa means appropriate, proper, within the bounds of morality and ethics. That is what is called samanjasa. So therefore he says that their priti is samanjasa priti. They don't do priti or act of love, the samartha prema. But the love of the gopis is called samartha. So samartha means capable or powerful. Means it is samartha, it is capable in itself. It does not depend on anyone's approval. The love of queens depends on the approval of the people. Means if the people do not approve something, then they don't do that. But gopis' love is beyond that. So they are not looking for any approval from anybody. They do what is necessary according to the situation which will please Krishna. So, Aryapatham chahitva bhejur mukunda padvim sruti bhirvimrigya. So this is what it means that they gave up the Aryapatha. Aryapatha means this loka maryada, lokachar, or what people would speak. So this is love when it is not restricted or conditioned by anything. So generally when we live in the society, then we don't want to do anything which society does not approve of. We are bound by the social rules, social principles. So Kula Dharma, Lok Dharma, Samaj Dharma. So Arjuna was also talking about that. Kula Dharma Vinashyanti. So Jati Dharma cha Shashvata. He is talking about Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma. So he was also worried about that. That if I fight with my teacher, my grandparents, my relatives, then Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Dronam Che Madhusudana. Ishubhi pratiyotsyami pujarha vadisudana. He also said, so bhaksham, he says, I will rather live by begging than fighting, shooting arrows at them, because this is highly adharmic. It is against the principles of dharma. So that's the greatness of the gopis. This is the meaning of Uttama Bhakti. This is what it means, Anyabhilashita Sunyam. Some people say that, they say that it is not part of definition of bhakti. So it is very much part of definition of bhakti. It is Tatastha Lakshana, but it is Lakshana of Uttama Bhakti only. They say this is Vedi Bhakti and that is other bhakti. There is no such thing. So this is part of it. This is Uttama Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti is Anyabhilashita Shunyam. So not abhilasa even for Lok Dharma, Veda Dharma, anything like that. So therefore, this prema is called Samartha prema. So natu goshtha subhruvam iva loka dharma peksha rahitam. Ati prabala iti gaya. So what does it mean that it is Samartha? So he says it is Ati prabala. It is very powerful, very strong. So what is its power? This is its power, that it does not become restricted, conditioned, overshadowed by anything else. It shines in its own glory and there is nothing which can overshadow it. Even Krishna cannot ever overshadow it. Even if Krishna shows himself as Supreme Person, it cannot overshadow their love. So that's why he was not able to maintain 4 hands in front of the gopis. When he showed them Chaturbhuj form, then he could not maintain it. Because gopis were asking, have you seen Krishna? They were not worried that this is Narayana. They also know Narayana is God. It's not that they don't know. But to Narayana, they are not thinking, oh, we are so fortunate. We met Narayana, forget about Krishna now. So they asked that, dear Narayana, have you seen this young boy somewhere? So this is the prema. This is the topmost Krishna prema which manifests in the gopis. So this is what he is bringing out, this distinction. So Ananya Mamta Vishnu Mamta Prema Sangata iti Prem Samanya Lakshanasya Avyapti Api Asu Nashankya. And therefore this Lakshan which is given, that Ananya Mamta Vishnu Mamta Prema Sangata, this definition, don't think that this is not applicable to Rukmini, it is applicable. She does not have any Mamta anywhere else. That's why he made this comment. It's very interesting that he is saying that she is not asking Krishna to stop and not kill Rukmini for Rukmi's affection, means not because she has affection for Rukmi, but because of the Loka Dharma. So that's why the word has been used as Bhaya Vivala and not Sneha Vivala. Otherwise, if it was Sneha Vivala, then this definition will have the defect of Avyapti. Is it clear? Why is it Avyapti? Vilas. No? Why is it why it would be Avyapti if it was Sneha Vivala and not Bhaya Vivala? It's important to understand this subtle distinction. Because if it is Sneha Vivala, that means she is having Sneha for Rukmi. right? So then it is
Be Ativyapti, no? That if her sneha is divided between two people, then she is also included, so it is over inclusion.
no, but it says Ananya Mamata. So is she Ananya Mamata?
Oh, for Ananya Mamta it is Avyapti, okay.
Yeah, otherwise for what Avyapti?
No, I thought for her sneha is divided between Krishna and Rukmi, like that. So then taking Bhakti's definition, then that will be Ativyapti, no? Including Rukmini
No,
also.
well, there also then you can say Anyabhilashita Sunyam is not
in
applicable.
that way I was thinking. Actually.
So then also it will be Avyapti. So,
Also, just another question, Baba. So he was talking about Lokadharma Apeksha for Rukmini, but she then did not think about Lokadharma while she wrote to Krishna to,
that was a secret love letter. Which Loka knew that?
No, even after she went, then she is going to stay with Krishna, no? She will not return back.
She will marry.
Be like Amba or somebody who will curse Bhishma. And if she had that much Lokadharma Apeksha, like Amba, she would have cursed Krishna and gone and done tapas or whatever, something.
I don't understand.
When Bhishma kidnapped Amba Ambalika, so she left Bhishma and she went because she was loving somebody else. But then here, if Rukmi had Lokadharma Apeksha, then somebody taking her and then forcefully marrying her is against the acceptance of the community. So then she should have rejected Krishna and
Yeah,
gone
but
back.
that is not her action. Lok dharma means that I don't do something for which I will be criticized. So why should she be criticized if somebody kidnaps her? Is it because of her?
No, I'm telling after that. So she can leave Krishna and go back. If somebody has kidnapped you, you can leave him and go.
How she will live?
No, that is what I'm telling. If Lokadharma Apeksha was there, she should have left. So there
Yeah, but
I will explain.
we already studied that there are 8 types of marriages.
Oh, okay.
So one of them is Rakshas Vidhi.
Yeah. Okay.
So it is accepted, especially for the Kshatriyas. So there is no criticism for that. Okay. Kshatriyas feel proud to do that. She will get praise. That look, my husband is so heroic. He kidnapped me in the midst of all this Jarasandha, Shishupala, Shalva, Viduratha, whoever, Pandrak, Vasudev. Okay.
Babaji Maharaj, could you please explain this Bhaya Vimla, Sneha Vimla, because at that time this got frozen when we are explaining the important point of difference between these two. Kindly, can you please again say that why it will be up there, Vyapti?
Yeah, so Bhaya Vivla, the meaning of Bhaya means fear. And Vivala means anxiety. So anxiety or being anxious out of fear. Fear of what? Fear of criticism from people. Means when you transgress some social convention, then people criticize you. So fearing that. So she thought that people will criticize me later on if Krishna kills my brother right in front of me, then they will say, why you did not stop him? Why did you allow him to kill your brother? Because if they are fighting and then he gets killed, that is one thing, but now he has come right there and standing in front of Krishna, so you can stop. If he was shooting arrows, he gets killed, okay, he is attacking, you can understand, but and Sneha, so that means her action of requesting Krishna to stop him to kill Rukmi is because of this fear of being criticized. So she is thinking of her own self. The other way she could stop is that she had a lot of affection for her brother and she didn't want that my brother should be killed like this. And out of affection, she requests Krishna not to kill. So that will be Sneha Vivala. That means she was in anxiety or she was anxious out of affection for her brother. So he says that she was not anxious because of the affection for the brother, but she was anxious because of being criticized. So now, if she was anxious because she will be criticized out of affection for the brother, that shows that her affection is divided for the brother and as well as for Krishna. So then the definition which says Ananya Mamta Vishnu, that bhakti is that in which you have mamta, which is only for Vishnu. So in this case, the mamta will be divided in two. It will be for Vishnu and for Rukmi. So then this definition will not be applicable. But she is a devotee. She is a great devotee. So then this definition will have the defect. Not that she is a devotee. Then you have to change the definition. Either you have to say that she is not a devotee, or you have to say the definition is wrong. There are two possibilities. So if you say no, definition is right, then she doesn't fit the definition, but no one will agree to that. That she is Ananya Mamta, Vishnu Mamta, because she is accepted. She is Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi. So therefore, she is Ananya Mamta, Vishnu Mamta. So then this definition also cannot be wrong. So then we have to see how is that this definition is applicable to her, and there is no defect of avyapti. That is possible. That means she does not have affection for the brother. So how to prove that? It says because the sloka says bhaya vivala and not sneha vivala. So you see how minute thinking Acharya is doing. This is very, very, very fine thinking. It's not simple. Otherwise you read that it looks like a simple verse. But how minutely he analyzes it. So this is what he is writing here. Is it clear now?
Yes, Babaji, thank you.
So therefore he says Ananya Mamta Vishnu Mamta Prema Sangata iti Prema Samanya Lakshanasya Vyapti api asu na ashankya. That you should not think that this definition which gives the characteristic of prema in general. It's not talking about love of the gopis or love of this. It's just giving us general definition of what is prema. So he says this should not be thought that it is not applicable to her. Rukmi prabhriti ishu asamanta sneha bhavat iti upristadapi yathasthanam vyakhyam. So he says that this will also be explained later on, that Rukmini did not have sneha towards Rukmi because he is against Krishna. So this is where the question comes that devotee doesn't have to have affection for the relatives, friends, family members, wife, children, not independently, not if they are against Krishna, then obviously, then you have to decide which side you want to be. You want to be on the side of Krishna, you want to be on the side of your relatives. And just remember, relatives will come and go, Krishna will stay. You take the side of the relatives, you lose both. Relatives will go, and Krishna you renounced. Yod dhruvam parityajya he dhruvani nishevate. One who gives up the permanent for the sake of impermanent. So, dhruvam tena parityajya dhruvam nashtamevcha. Permanent he has renounced, and impermanent will be lost. So ultimately, you are left with dust. Then you become a kulpamsana. So you can be happy with your dust then.
Is there any reason why Bhaya Vivala is using Bhaya of general community in sense? Because we can also say that she had the Bhaya that Krishna will get the defect of killing a pure relative, no?
Why would Krishna get the defect?
His wife's, means his to-be wife's brother.
But this is what Kshatriyas do when they kidnap someone comes to fight. They do. Otherwise, don't go for this endeavor.
Okay.
He is going there. You think they will not fight, and if they fight, what do? You say, "Well, I'm not going to kill him." Then don't try this. So Yogeshwara Prameyatman Deva Deva Jagat Pate Hantum Narhasi Kalyana Bhratram E Mahabhuja. So this is her prayer. So she is praying to Krishna, and now she is recognizing Krishna as Bhagwan. So she is saying that, "O worshipable of the Devas, Master of the universe, Lord of the yogis or yogas, and of immeasurable strength, Aprayatman, and one with powerful arms, and one who is Kalyana, one who does benefaction to everybody, who is auspicious for everyone." He says, "Therefore, Hantum Narhasi Bhratram Me." It is not appropriate for you to kill my brother. So, this is her prayer. Yoga iti. So, Tvam Atarkya Maha Maheshwari. So, Yogeshwara means that you have Ashwarya, prowess, power, strength, which is beyond any thought process, beyond any conception, beyond any logic. Asau Ishitastavya Suapi Madhya Nikrishta. So, see, all these invocatory addresses to Krishna, they are now, she is comparing that on one side you are a Yogeshwara. You have such prowess, such strength that no one had. And this Rukmi, what is he? He is insignificant. He is the Nikrishta, he is the lowest, even among those who are controlled by you. Ishvara means controller. So means that you have people whom you control. Among them also he is the worst. Why? Because he is attacking you. So, Tvam aprameya swarupa ayam parichinnesu api madhe ek kita tulya. And you are aprameya atman. You are unlimited, you have immeasurable strength. And this person is very limited. And among those who are limited, he is like a worm. Ek kita, he is just like a small worm in front of you. What is his power? Nothing. That's why I said it's just like a firefly going to the fire. What is the power of firefly in front of the blazing fire? Nothing. Tvam devanam api deva. You are the devas of the devas. You are the worshipable of the worshipable. I am manushya shopu adhma tvadvai mukhyat. He is not, forget about devas. He is insignificant even among human beings. Why? Because he is not a devotee. Tvam sarv jagat palaka ayam jagat vartitvad dushtopi adya palaniya eveti bhav. And you are jagat palaka, jagat pati. So pati here means palaka. So you are the protector of the world, you are the nourisher of the world, you are maintainer, sustainer of the world. And he is also part of that world, jagat vartitvat. So therefore, he should also be protected. Palaniya. That is the logic. Tasmat he kalyana. Akalyanam He Mahabhuja Bhujabal Rahitam Imam Nehantumarasi. And you are Kalyana. So Kalyana means benefactor. One who does benefaction to others. So he says, don't do unbeneficial thing to him because you are Mahabhuja. You have strong arms. So this person, he has arms but there is no strength in his arms. He is a Bhujabala Rahitam. So it is not appropriate for you to kill him because he is insignificant in comparison to you. If you have to kill, you should kill somebody who is comparable to you, then you will have some glory that you killed this big asura, big this, big that. He is nobody. He is not in the category of, he is just proud. And because of bad company of Shishupal, he has turned against you. So please do not kill. So that is her prayer. And then Sukadeva Goswami speaks how Krishna will respond to this. So we'll read in the next class. So tomorrow there is no class because I will be out of Vrindavan for some program. Any question? Yeah.
Why does she lie? Not Why does she lie to Krishna? Because he's antaryami.
Lying what? Where is the lie?
He knows that if Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada says that she was fearful about her reputation,
Yeah.
then she should have simply stated that I'm fearful about the fact that people would eventually malign me for allowing you to kill my brother. But
And then
she
what will
gives
happen?
this
What will
reason.
happen then if suppose she said it? Then what will happen?
Sorry?
If she has said that, then what would happen?
If she said that. If she said that, he
Yeah. What would
still
be the
stay.
effect of that? How it will be different than what happened now?
There would be no difference. He would still spare.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you say something, it should have some effect. She is not hiding. She did not say that I am saying this because I have love for you only and not for him. But there was no need. I mean, you have to understand what is the actual situation there. Your brother is about to be killed. Krishna is having a sword in his hand. And now you are going to say, I am asking you to stop killing because of this logic. You think this is what she should have said? No. And it's not that she is telling lies. She is not hiding anything. She is not saying this way or that way. She just said, please don't kill. She did not say that I am saying it because of this and not because of this. That is, he is analyzing. It is Sukadeva Goswami who is saying Bhaya Vivala, and he is analyzing his words. Rukmini did not say, I am Bhaya Vivala. She didn't say it. It is Sukadeva Goswami who is saying it. And commentator is commenting on that. But what is the significance of this word Bhaya Vivala?
Is it possible that she was not afraid of her reputation?
What is that?
Is it possible that she was not afraid about her reputation?
No, everything is possible. But the job of commentator is to comment on what is written in the book. Now we can say so many things we want to say. That actually this is not true, that is not true. But he is saying that, look, it is written here. And therefore this is how I see it. If you have some other analysis, you give that. And this analysis is being given because some more things are coming later on. And then you will see that they will fall in place. Commentators, when they comment, it's not that they just study one sloka and then comment, and they have studied the whole book and they get idea, picture, what is happening here. Then they explain. Okay, Gustavo.
Pranam Babaji. So, when you're talking about families, when they're antagonistic towards Krishna, you have to decide. But what if, like in this context, people know who Krishna is, but sometimes family members don't even know or have a wrong misconception.
Yeah, so you don't have to be enemy of them. This is a very clear, I'm talking about this particular situation. Here he was against Krishna, he was ready to kill him. Your family member are not attacking Krishna like that. He came running with a sword to kill him and he was abusing him. So this is a scenario here. So I'm saying in this particular case you have to decide whether you want to be with the family member or you want to be with Krishna. It's a very clear-cut decision. She has already decided it, otherwise why she sent a letter? She already knew that my brother doesn't like. It's not that it was not known to her. Okay.
Why has Rukmi said to Krishna that he is Kulpamsa?
Kulpansan means disgrace to the family. When you get angry at somebody, you praise that or you criticize that person?
Yeah, I understand that, but I was just thinking that he must have thought that, okay, Krishna did this, which should not be done. That's why.
So you think when you are angry, you think very logically. And then you speak your words very precisely. Otherwise people will say, why are you saying like this? I already said that krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammoha smriti vibhrama. So in anger you speak like that. That's what anger means.
I was saying because Shishupal was saying the same thing like that, but he was giving that he, like Krishna was, what he was doing he was also angry. Shishupal was also angry, but he was criticizing, but saying that these are the reasons, because that's why he is Kulpamsa. But he was not using the same word.
Because there the situation was different. The situation was that he was being worshipped. He was being given the first worship. So he has to counter it. He's saying, why are you doing it? This person has got all these problems. So there is a different situation there.
Further on, Babaji, Balaram is instructing Krishna that even if a bandhu has done something wrong, he should not be killed. This will bring disgrace and shame to the family. So, should we still not see Bhaya Vivala in that sense?
No, he's saying it because he knows this is what Rukmini is thinking.
No, that is what I meant, because I was telling that Bhaya Vivala was maybe for Krishna, because he will get disgraced and his Kshatriya name will be tarnished and not for her.
Yeah, but it's because she is also thinking like that. Balaram is playing Niti. Balaram is Krishna's brother. And his love for Krishna is more than his love for anyone else. But now Krishna's wife or would-be wife, she has not even come home. Later on Balaram will not get chapatis to eat if he does not support her. Right?
So it is Balaram.
Joint family, it happens like that.
So Balaram who is commenting on, trying to explain.
Balaram is trying to pacify his brother's wife. This is important, to have good family relations. People don't realize these things. So as an elder brother, he is chastising him. He will never chastise him. Whatever Krishna does. But now there is a problem. She is disturbed, she is upset. So he comes to support her. and later on everything will be fine. He knows that anyway Krishna will not mind. So now he takes the role of a big brother.